Checking finance now, and the stock market closed slightly higher. The All Ords up 1 point. Our dollar is buying 69 US cents. Checking fuel, the average price for unleaded petrol in Brisbane is $1.81. Diesel is $2.02. The average for unleaded on the Gold Coast is $1.71. RACQ says to make sure you are shopping around, as there's a huge difference between the cheapest and most expensive service stations.
Tonight we can bring you the tale of two Caboolture crime fighters who helped police track and take down a woman on the run. The single mother and her best friend going after the wanted woman in the middle of a police pursuit.
Kohler tracked every move of the high-risk, high-speed joyride through Caboolture. Behind the wheel, 51-year-old Rachel Patterson, who is wanted for stealing the Hilux and other property offences, filmed speeding through the intersection and sideswiping this Mazda. Crystal Condor and Brianna Chessels were inside.
I was about halfway through the intersection and I've looked right, and then I've seen this white four-wheel drive coming at me felt like 80 k's an hour.
Shocked, confused and injured after swerving into another car to avoid the Hilux.
And there was kids in the car that we hit. Yeah,
the duo weren't going down without a fight.
She didn't stop, so I was like, I can't let you go and get away with this.
Continuing to follow and track Patterson for more than 5 minutes.
You just smashed into so many people! You!
Before eventually police close in. More than happy to take matters into their own hands, Brianna says even if officers weren't close behind, Patterson would have ended up in handcuffs.
I would have tackled her to the ground and held her there and told her to call the police.
Patterson will be sleeping in a cell after being denied bail here at Caboolture during the week. The court hearing, she would be a serious risk to the community if she was released.
What made me even care? No remorse in her face. It was really traumatising.
Brianna is a single mother and is now without a car to get to work or transport her child around after it was seized by police.
I just didn't want her to get away with it, because she just ruined my life.
She has choice words for the woman she helped put behind bars.
Just don't be so selfish. That's what I'd say.
Jordan Fabris, 9 News.
Luke Bradnam is back now with your full weather forecast. Luke, do we have any rain around this weekend?
Very happy to say, Melissa, no, we don't. In fact, the forecast for the week ahead is a dry one. It is just a magic time of the year. Today we had those northeasterly winds push through, and that made for pretty unstable conditions on the beach. But tomorrow, light winds forecast means the temps will be a few degrees cooler than what we had today, and should have great beach conditions whether you're heading up the coast or down here to the Gold Coast. Have a look at those temps from around the southeast today. In the city, our warmest day in over 3 months, getting up to 28 degrees. Back in May was the last time we did that. 29 the top for Ipswich today. Here on the Gold Coast with the cooling sea breezes, 25 was the top, but the Sunshine Coast today got up to 27 degrees and barely a cloud in the sky across the southeast today. If we look at tomorrow's weather map, most of the state will have that tomorrow. Just a great looking day ahead for all of Queensland. Do have a cold front and a trough that will sweep over the southeast of the nation, bringing some showers to parts of South Australia, Victoria and also Tasmania. So going around the grounds tomorrow, showers on the way for Melbourne, Adelaide and Hobart. A cloudy morning and frost expected for Canberra, partly cloudy for Sydney and partly cloudy for Perth, and just a beautiful day in the top end for Darwin, hot with temperatures up in over 30 degrees. Now back home, fine along the North Queensland coastline, temps in the mid to high 20s. Sunny through the interior for the Isa through to Roma. Could see a little bit of morning fog around Roma, though will clear to a sunny day. And then through the Capricornia and Guri coast, light winds and a beautiful day ahead. Should be a great day out on the water. Now in our backyard, a sunny day with temps a little bit cooler than what we had today. The Sunshine Coast reaching a top of 23, Ipswich 24, Logan 23, and here on the Gold Coast top of just 21. Overnight temps dropping to around 6 degrees in the west and hitting the double digits along the coastline, and only light winds, so out on the bay tomorrow will be a great day. Westerly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas below a metre. For the city tomorrow, a sunny day, heading for a top of 23 and dipping down tonight to 11. And then as we look ahead, partly cloudy for Sunday through to Tuesday, and then sunny for Wednesday. Very slight chance of a shower on Friday. Will only be light if at all though. For Ipswich, no rain in the forecast. Daytime temps up in the mid-20s most days and still waking to the single digits for the week ahead. Here on the Gold Coast, a beautiful day tomorrow. Then on Sunday, we did have a slight possibility of a shower. I don't think we'll see one for Sunday. Mostly sunny for most of next week. And then for the Sunshine Coast, no rain over the weekend. Mostly sunny for the week ahead. And a cool day on Thursday, dropping down to around 20 degrees. Let's have a look at the beaches for the weekend. Well, a busy beach day today with those warmer temps pushing through, but unfortunately it was the June restoration crews working harder than the board riders today. You can see the swell, bit lumpy and bumpy, the northerlies kicking in a bit earlier than expected. The odd decent one rolling through down here at Burleigh Heads, but really pretty average conditions today. It was definitely the spit through to Surfers Paradise that got the pick of it. Even South Stratton definitely worth a paddle. Different story for tomorrow though. U-Beauty, light winds forecast all day. Decent swell up around that 1 metre mark. Hit the open beaches on both the coasts and make sure you take your weddy. Those northerly winds have dropped the water temp down to around 19 degrees. Good day down the beach with the family tomorrow. Just make sure you stay between the flags. Hit the open beaches yet again. And how about these shots today from the drone of the Gold Coast Seaway? Picture perfect. Plenty fishing the northern wall, chasing dewies on the run out tide. And offshore, here's what's happening. The snapper and pearl perch closure is over, and Keely Rose Charters from Rainbow Beach got a bag full yesterday and this morning picked up this quality coral trout. Great stuff. And great reports this afternoon of the Taylor biting hard down around Jumping Pin. Plenty of action for us to get involved with over the weekend, and good conditions too, guys. It doesn't get too much better.
No, it doesn't, Luke. Thank you. And that is 9 News Queensland for this evening.
From all of us, have a great weekend. Good night.